going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. If you don't know who I am, that means you're new. I'm Mark. What's good with y'all? Go check out my other videos. Check them out. Check them out. But first, stay on this one. So, I know it's been a good few days, almost a week. Almost a week. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry. From me to you personally, I am sorry. It's a tragedy. I know. You guys haven't gotten to see this handsome face unless you're just rewatching my other videos. It's a tragedy. I get it. I get it. I get it. But this is a pretty important video, you know, and one of the reasons why I'm doing this video, I won't tell you guys what gun it is because that'll ruin it, but I do plan on ordering a new gun soon, something, you know what I mean, something nice, something I think that y'all are going to love. I'm not going to say any more on it, but it got me thinking. I was like, you know what? I've never really talked about buying guns online on this channel, you know, so let's get into it. We're going to be talking about some of the pros and cons of buying a gun online, what it consists of, essentially how the process runs down as well. So let's get right into it. For starters, we're going to start with the process. The process of buying a gun online is pretty damn simple. Just has one extra stop than most people would like, but hey, whatever. Most people I know would want to be able to ship a gun to their door. I get it. I'm the same way. But what happens is, you know, you'll go online. Let's take any gun manufacturer. You order your gun online. You're going to have to order it to an FFL that is close to you. Why is that? Because once they receive it, they're going to call you, let you know you have it, and then they're going to run a background check on you. And then if you're in a more free state than I currently am in, like Florida, where you have to wait 3 days unless you have a concealed carry permit, like that makes any difference, especially since we're constitutional carry state now. But excuse me, regardless, Jesus, excuse me. My whole point, though, is simply just that I get it. Most people don't want to do the background check. Most people don't want to go through that extra step. I'm aware. All right. It is a little, that's whatever, though. My whole point is simply that there's only one extra stop than most people would like, and that is simply to the FFL. That is really it. There's nothing that's super complicated about it, and if you're smart enough, you'll get something like shipping protection, so that way you're not worried about your gun possibly getting stolen throughout transit. Now, with that being said, the process, as I said before, seems easy enough. What can be some pros and cons about it? So, for starters, I don't know about y'all, but have you guys ever just sat there in bed and ordered a gun? It's pretty empowering. I'm not going to lie, You're just sitting there in bed, got the dog at your feet, your wife next to you, and bad financial decision. It's pretty empowering. It feels pretty damn good. I'm not going to lie. It feels pretty good, guys. So let's get that out the way. That is definitely a pro. So when you order a gun online, you're like, oh, damn. I didn't even have to get out of bed. This gun's going to be going to my FFL. Oh, yeah. That's pretty cool, obviously. The convenience is a huge, huge, huge factor. There's no disagreeing with that. Now, is that huge factor good enough to, take away from all the other cons that I'm going to be mentioning in a bit? I don't know. But one thing that might help a tiny bit is that if you are ordering online, it does give you more options to look at, as there usually are more websites that are selling the gun you want than there will be local gun stores that have it. That's not to say that there might not be a few local gun stores that have the gun you're looking for, but you might be able to find a better price online. Now, with those being the pros, let's talk about some of the cons. So, first starters with the cons, you don't get to really see what condition the firearm is in before you buy it. You just have to trust what the manufacturer is saying. For example, let's say you were buying a brand new product and it comes to you and it has all sorts of blemishes on it and shit. You didn't pay for a blem product, you know what I mean? But now you have to sit there, call customer service, get a return label, send it back, them send you the, make right on their issues. All of these extra steps that, can be avoided if you do go to your standard FFL and just buy a gun there. You get a chance to take a look at it. You get a chance to get a good feel for it. If it's a rifle, you get a chance to see, how it feels on your shoulder. Same with a shotgun. Excuse me. My whole point, though, is that you get a chance to test out the gun beforehand, before you buy. And that's kind of a big deal. Now, there are some gun stores, like, for example, actually, no, I'm not going to sit here and drop the name of a business because I'm pretty sure they're very petty individuals. However, there are some businesses or even just some employees of certain businesses, because I've gone to some places where they're like, no, you can't dry fire. And then the next day I go back there and a different dude's like, yeah, you can dry fire. No one would ever say you can't dry fire. So my point is that, you might run into some people who are like, oh, yeah, you can't dry fire. You can't do this. In my opinion, at that point, that just takes away the entire point of actually going to the store and seeing what they have. One of the true benefits of going in store in person is to see and feel the gun itself, see if you like it, see if you're like, you know what, yeah, I really want to drop my money on this. So that con itself really is a big issue for me. That's not something that I can really kind of get past. Now, is that to say that I have never ordered guns online or will never order guns online? No, as I said before, I do plan on ordering one online pretty damn soon. My whole point is simply just that, hey, if I have to sit here and give up, being able to have a feel for it, everything better be 100% correct. That is first off. Second off, if I'm at a gun store and I'm not allowed to get a feel for the gun, I'm probably going to leave that store and just order it online at that point. That's the truth of the matter. The only real benefit, in my opinion, unless you're okay, you know what? Here's another benefit, and this is like a very rare instance. If you are friends with the people at the gun store, or like maybe you know the owner or whatever, and you're like, okay, I really want to go support my local business over some other company that I'm ordering online from. Okay, I can understand that to an extent, but that's such a rare instance that I'm not really gonna consider that. If I go to a gun store and they tell me that I'm not allowed to get a feel for the gun, beyond just holding it, then I'm good. I'm good. I'll go order the gun online at that point, because if that's the case, I'd rather at least get a better deal for it and not have to sit there and deal with shit customer service from shit people who don't want me to get a feel for the gun. So essentially, there are pros and cons both to, obviously ordering a gun online and buying a gun at your standard FFL. But do the cons outweigh the pros? Do the pros outweigh the cons? All when it comes to buying a gun online, that is solely up to you, I guess. However, in my opinion, do the pros outweigh the cons? Really, depending on what company you're ordering from. Now, depending on where, like, for example, I'm in Florida. It's not like if I want to order a gun from Palmetto State Armory, I can't exactly, just leave right now and go up to wherever they are. I believe it's North or South Carolina. It's one of the Carolinas. Yeah, I think it's South Carolina, actually. But I can't exactly leave right now and just, go drive up to, the PSA store. And you see what I mean? So in situations like that, yeah, sure, I can see a valid point of, okay, yeah, I'm going to order this gun online, because you're not going to be able to get a feel for it really anywhere else anyways. You're not going to, unless other FFL dealers unless other FFL dealers near you, are carrying their products, you're not really going to get a feel for it. So at that point, yeah, just order the gun online. That's the only way you're going to get it. It's kind of one of those iffy things. Ordering a gun online is, as I said, it can be pretty damn fun. It's actually pretty cool knowing the fact that, hey, I don't have to leave my house and bam, I can have this new gun that's on the way to the FFL. That's pretty damn cool. However, if there is something in particular that you're maybe unsure about, you're like, well, I don't know if I want to, just toss out my money like that. I want to get a feel for it first. Go to an FFL dealer. If they refuse to be, if they refuse to let you get a feel for the gun, which some stores do, it's real shitty customer service that some people have. Then at that point, I would just order it online, because that's the only way you're probably going to be able to get a feel for it. Other than that, though, if it's something you're unsure of, ordering online is probably not going to be your best route. That's the best way I could explain it. Now, I know in this video I've kind of been going in circles. It's one of those, you kind of have to go in circles to get your point across, type of topic here. Ordering online, as I said before, it has some really neat pros. You know what I mean? That's the whole point of, that's one of the things about the internet is the convenience of it just is such a huge, positive itself. However, there's still some cons that it's a bit Jesus, I can English. It varies, case by case in this situation. You know what I mean? It's definitely a situation by situation type of deal where you're not worried just about, okay, maybe if I can just, see some reviews about it, I'll get an idea for how it feels. Not really. The truth of the matter is that unless you get a feel for a gun yourself, you're not going to know how it truthfully feels. That's just kind of, I don't know. It's kind of the best way to say it, in my opinion. Am I against ordering guns online? No, not at all. Would I recommend doing that over going to your FFL? It really just depends. If you're unsure, go to the FFL, get a feel for it. If in no way, shape, or form are you going to be able to get a feel for it, but you're willing to take the risk, go ahead. Go ahead, have at it. You are an adult with your own money. Now, with that being said, y'all make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, hit that bell. When you hit that bell, hit all. And honestly, this isn't even one of those videos where you can or can't agree with me, because truth of the matter is that ordering anything online over going, versus going into a store is risky. So why does that change with guns? It doesn't. So there are some pros, some cons. That's all that comes with it. You know what I mean? Is it a bad idea to order a gun online? No, not really. Is it the best idea? Also, not really. I wouldn't. As I said, it just varies case by case. That's the best way to explain it. With that being said, I think that about wraps it up. I want to sit here and keep going in circles. As I said before, it's not really a whether you agree with me or not video. I'm just stating the facts here that there are pros and cons to buying a gun online. I stated what they are. Hopefully this can give you guys a more informed decision. With that being said, y'all make sure to stay legal, stay safe, stay dangerous. Have a good one, y'all. Peace.